Hi everybody, this is Felicia and I am here today with a process video, and if you could see here in that freeze frame, I thought this was hilarious. So I tried to pause it so that you could see what it says, but it's freaking hilarious. It says what my friends think I do, what my teacher thinks I do, what society thinks I do, what family thinks I do, and what I actually do. I think it's hilarious, and that's I thought it would be something to scrap about because a lot of people think that society thinks that we're as archaeology anthro majors that we're like Indiana Jones, which we're not. So actually, in reality, if Indiana Jones, if he was to actually do what he did back in those days, or even today, he would be pretty much arrested and disbarred from being a teacher. I don't know if you can disbar him, but but I still love my Indiana Jones movies. So I think it's hilarious though because everybody, when I tell people what my major is, I say, "Oh, I'm an anthroarchaeology major," and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like Indiana Jones," and I laugh each and every time. I think it's hilarious. So what we actually do and then the funny part is I like the little section in the picture where it shows the monkey, and then right below it it says what our teacher thinks we do, and it shows a monkey just scribbling all over a bunch of paper. I thought that was hilarious too, because sometimes I do think that some of our professors seriously think that's what we do. And then the last photo on that little thingy there says what I actually do, when you see a person sitting down studying with piles of books next to them, and that's exactly what we do. And then we have what I think I do, and we're sitting down being like a Jane Goodall, but in actuality, we're nowhere even near that. So I just thought that was the funniest picture to post. I found that on my anthropology Facebook group. It was funny, so I took like a freeze frame or a screenshot of it, and decided to go ahead and scrap that photo. But anyway, so back to what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is I am using one of my new hip kits. I think it's the March hip kit. And I am using right now the Heidi Swap paper, and I'm using some regular black cardstock. And this layout is actually one of my sketches that I've done. I do a lot of sketches, and I've done so many sketches over the years of me doing videos, as a matter of fact. I think I started doing sketches about 2 months into doing videos, which was back in 2014. But I've been scrapbooking for 20 plus years. We're going to leave it at that. And that's a long time. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of doing the sketch. I'm modifying the sketch just a little tiny bit. Um, and what I mean by that is that I have the flags. I'm sorry, the fishtail ends are not in the sketch. I decided to put them. What's in the sketch is just straight page edges or straight strip edges. And I decided to go ahead and make a fishtail banners and then kind of double it up. And I thought that would be a little different than the sketch shows. And then my sketch also shows a few other things that I make adjustments. I didn't show the sketch up here just yet because the sketch is not, I haven't got a chance to actually put it into the computer and do a digital version of it. So maybe one of these days I'll be able to get all my sketches in a digital version. I'm hoping so. I'm just waiting for the right software and time. As you all know, I don't have a whole lot of time. As a matter of fact, this is my first summer in the last 2 years since I've been in school that I did not have to go to summer school, and I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to try to do as many videos as I possibly can, because when the fall comes, I am back to my full-time student status. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing come the fall here, or I should say come August. And of course, due to the COVID regulations and things like that, our school will not be in full session. Only certain classes that actually have to have science labs and laboratories and things like that, um, and I don't know exactly what they're going to do with the acting classes or anything like that, but I do know that a lot of the science, like the STEM classes, they will probably have those on campus, but they're going to be following the social distance. Yeah. I can't even say it properly, but anyway, they're going to be practicing all the COVID-19 new regulations and things like that. So that ought to be interesting. So let's see here. I am putting down these strips here and everything um, on my on these fishtail strips that I've already made. Like I said, I kind of tweaked the sketch a little bit there so that it's not exactly the same. This is a little different. I've done this sketch before, but it was facing the opposite direction, and the photo went the lengthwise instead of across, and so. But I did change it up and tweaked it and everything like that, so it looks kind of cool. I'm using a lot of embellishments from some of my Ali Edwards kits, and I decided that I would go ahead and start using those up too as well as I scrapbook. And that way they're not just sitting there and stuff like that. So those stars, those white stars, are paper stars, and they're from one of my Ali Edwards kit. And that book is right there, the book strip that you see me just put down there. I stamped that on some white paper, as you saw earlier. And that is from an older, oh gosh, I don't even want to tell you how old that is, but it is a much older Studio Calico stamp that's still around. And I've used it a few times in the past. And so I decided to bring it back out, especially since I'm talking about school and books and reading and all that other great stuff. Yeah, so this layout has a little bit of everything on it as far as that. I really enjoyed my semester here at Sac State. I really did. I had a great time. Um, you can see that book banner. Sorry, that those books there, that row of books at the bottom there. Like I said, I used the Studio Calico stamp set. I don't know if I said that already, but I used the Studio Calico stamp set earlier. I tend to repeat myself when I'm tired, so you have to forgive me for that. So let's see here. I put the books, the row of books down, and now I'm going to be going and get a stamp from the one of my Ali Edwards stamp kits called Read. I'm going to be using a couple stamps off of those, off of that one. And this stamp is a circle with some books in it, because that's all I seem to look at nowadays is nothing but books and stuff like that. And then I'm going to be using the next chapter, which is I didn't have the camera on just so you could see me use that one. I totally forgot to turn it back on. And then I'm going to be using one of my Victoria Marie stamps, and that stamp says "Do it your way" when it comes time to getting yourself organized for school and studying and things like that. That way you do the best that you can do. And yeah, I was pretty fortunate, like I said, to come out with some decent grades. Though I have some A's and a couple B's, but I had 6 classes, so I was really excited about the grades that I got. Although it was kind of rough and kind of tough because it was abrupt when we had to just stop going to our classes in person and then do them all online. And having 6 classes online was something else. It just, whoo, yeah, I was on a computer all the time. Alrighty, so I've used some chipboard from the Ali Edwards kit as well, and like I said, just using bits and pieces here and there, making sure that I use up a lot of the embellishments that I do have from the Ali Edwards, from my Ali Edwards kits and story stamps. So I'm going to be using all that stuff up. Hopefully, I can make a good dent in that this summer. That's the plan. Let's see. I think I am. So I'm cutting off the edges there, the little excess hanging off. And right now I am going to be going, I'm looking for my ephemera, my ephemera pack, because I forgot to put those words on it that I spotted earlier on the back of that package. And so I want to make sure I get the who, what, when, where, and why out of there. I am just about done with this video, and I want to thank you guys so much, and I will try to do my best to get some videos out for you this summer because I don't have summer school, and I'm super excited about that, and hopefully I'll be able to do it all. Do what I want to do. I got other projects in mind too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay safe and have a great and wonderful week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.